everybody, Joy here, and I have Lucy with me today. It is Sunday, April 23, 2023, and Jerry and I finished Shine this morning, and I haven't gotten it up yet, so I'm supposed to be doing that. But while it's uploading, I thought I'd do a quick snippet. Since we are home today, we don't have to leave until tomorrow morning. So I wanted to show you, after my lemon, I started over with my Surefit designs. I went back to my master, and as always, I've destroyed my master. Oh, my poor masters. The master pattern, you're supposed to make a master blueprint pattern, and then if you want to make a different style, you're supposed to trace a copy of your master and then style the copy. But I always end up destroying the master. I had to do so many changes. I had to move the bust dart down. I had to take out here. It's always too big right here on me, you know, because I'm so little across here. And what else? I had to take the sway back out of it. I don't even know what all. But I spent most of the day yesterday. And near the end of the day, it's probably 5, 6 o'clock last night, I got this cut out and put together this far. And I put it on Lucy because I wanted to see how it looked on her before I put it on me. Because Lucy's my measurements. And so it's just pinned. So I wanted to pin it, and I can pin it on her a whole lot easier than I can pin it on me. It is really hard to pin yourself because you have to do it at different angles. Like on one side I got to go up, and on the other side I have to go down, and you're forever poking yourself with pins, and I bleed on my material, and all kinds of nutty things happen. But how about Lucy? Doesn't she look cute? Now notice, I've got one of these little peach colored flowers with the black center in it right here on my almost apex. I'm probably over here is where I am in real life. And so I'm hoping that doesn't make it look like I've got one boob pointing out the wrong direction out my armhole or something. I should put a pocket on top of it. But can you wear a pocket like, I don't know if you can wear a pocket that low. But it is what it is. I really like the colors. I like yellow pants. I've probably got 5 pair of yellow pants. I like yellow pants. I've been getting on to Philly because she always makes black pants, brown pants, dark gray pants. And she's actually made a pair of blue pants and yellow pants now. I think she made y'all. So this will go really good with my yellow pants or blue jeans or whatever. So if I get this fitting me good, you know, the shoulder slope and the armhole, I always test, you know, I've told you all this before, I always test the armhole versus the cap of the sleeve. Now in a woven, you want 1 inch of ease in your sleeve. So you need a 1/2 inch in the front and a 1/2 inch in the back, if I remember right. On a knit, you only want a 1/4 inch in the front, 1/4 inch in the back. Very little ease for a knit because a knit has tons of ease already, obviously. So I tested the sleeve, and the sleeve and the armhole were the exact same measurement. So I ended up making the sleeve. Let me see if I can show you. Maybe I can show you. Can you see how I cut? I cut from here to here down to the hem, and then I just pulled this out 1/4 inch. See right there? And I did the same thing over here. Now, I don't know that that's a real way to do that. I don't know if it is a, you know, an official sewing tip or whatever. It's just what I did. And I've lengthened it 2 times because I'm liking my sleeves longer now. So, let's pin this up. This is 2 sleeves. Hold on, I'm right here. This is 2 sleeves together, but you can like pretend like you have it on and hem it up a little bit, fake, see? And so it's probably going to come to like about there now. And I've never ever worn my sleeves that long. But I've just decided I like them longer all of a sudden. Now on this dress, it's that long. I haven't even hemmed this. This is just a raw edge. You know, I really should go hem that, I suppose. I did finish the neck, and I did finish the bottom, but for some reason I didn't finish the sleeve. I just noticed that. I think I'll do that this afternoon. Okay, so, Lucy, come up here closer so they can see how cute you are. So, here she is. I have made the top longer. A lot of you have told me for years, you need to make your tops longer. And now when I look back at my older videos, I think, you should have made that top longer, Joy. So I've made this longer. It'll have like a 1-inch hem. And I'm going to leave a slit on this side and a slit on this side. Just, you know, that's the style. That's as much styling as I'm going to do on this one. So I'm going to upload Shine, edit it, and finish this top. And it's 20 till 2 right now, unless it's 20 till 3. Yeah, I had to change the time because they shut our power down. You know, the electrician came the other day and they had to shut our power down for about an hour. So all the clocks were wrong there for a while. So if I get enough done to show you, I'll be back. May not be Lucy next time though, because once I get this off of her, she's going to be naked and I'm going to have to find something to put on her. But I may or may not be back. We shall see. So it's 3:30, still Sunday. And I took my new blouse off Lucy and I put my old blouse back on her so she wouldn't be naked in front of all of the whole wide world on YouTube. So this is a little tutorial for those of you who like me to show you how to do things. This is my Surefit Designs blouse, where you use the Surefit Designs dress kit and you put your measurements in and you do the dot to dot and you make yourself a pattern. So now that I've got the pattern all cut out, how do I put it together? So I'm just going to show you how easy it is. There's only 3 pieces. A left front, a right front, this is the right front, left, right, and a back. 3 pieces plus 1 facing. The back neck facing. Because the front neck facing and the front facing to put the buttons and buttonholes on are already here. When you draw your Surefit Designs dress kit pattern, you can draw your facing so it's already there. Usually, if you get it in a commercial pattern, your facing has a seam. And the front of your blouse has a seam. And so right here, down the front of your blouse, you would have to sew those 2 pieces together and then you'd have that seam to deal with. You don't need that. I have marked the back of the front and the back of the back with friction markers. You can see I've marked the waist dart and the giant bust dart. That's the D bust dart. They can get much bigger. So what I do is I just mark the dots. I mark the dots. I put a pin in and I mark the dots. Then when I take the patterns apart and take the paper off of them, I draw the lines from dot to dot to mark the waist dart and the bust dart. I make slashes over here. See the 2 little slashes? Maybe you can see them from this side. Here's a little clip. Here's a little clip. So I draw from those 2 clips a line down to the tip of the dart. Okay? Super easy. The hardest part of sewing anything in the whole wide world for me is getting it to fit me right. Because I'm crooked. If y'all could see my back, you would be in shock. My back, I have scoliosis in my back. I was born with it. I've had it all my life and it doesn't get any worse. But it's just, I remember the first time I took my blouse off for Philly to measure me, she said, I have never seen a back like that before. And the reason you can't tell is because of the way I make my garments for my low shoulder, because of my back, low shoulder, low hip, okay? One leg longer than the other, all that sort of thing. So, I am going to take all the pins out of this. I had it all pinned together to put it on Lucy because Lucy's me. Except I haven't figured out how to do a sway back on Lucy. So she doesn't have that. Now the back has 2 waist darts. Okay, so here's the back, very simple, one piece. I cut it on the fold, and you can see there's 2 friction marker waist darts in the back. So how am I going to put this together? The first thing you do when you sew a garment together is you sew all the darts in. So I'm going to sew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 darts in. That is probably going to take me longer than it will take me to make the rest of the blouse. Okay, so I'm going to sew the darts in. How do I sew the darts in? On the bust dart, I start at the fat end and sew out to the point. Peggy Sager starts at the point and sews to the fat end. You do yours the way you want to do yours. I like to start at the fat end, so does Philly, and we sew all the way off the tip of the dart, the bust dart right here. Then we keep sewing, and then you can either tack that tail into part of the dart, or you can just tie a knot in it, or whatever. Okay, now on the waist darts where there's 2 points, if you're not the type of person that starts at a point, I just sew, let me see if I can show you this without proper instructional material. I start here and sew down to there and down off of that point. Then I turn it upside down and I start a little bit higher than where I started before, so I cross over the thread and I sew through this point. Okay, that's how I do it. But if you start at points, you can start at this point and go all the way down and do the dart all at once. Up to you. Totally up to you. You get to do things the way you want to do them. I'll be back. So I might as well move the camera over here and show you how I do a bust dart, because seeing it is so much better than talking it, don't you think? So I've already got one put in, so I have one left. Why did I start with the bust dart? No reason. I just thought I'll do the bust darts first. You can do any dart first. Doesn't matter. This is a cotton top, 100% cotton, purchased at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they still have it or not. I don't think I've seen it there recently. So what you do is you start at the point. You find the point. You hold on to the very, very point. Here, you fold it until you find the 2 slits. And the 2 slits go together. And this point goes together. So this is the fat end of your dart. And then you find your point and you pull it straight. Pull it straight like that. So you've got the halfway line that goes in between. Does that make sense? Then what I do is I start at the point and I put a pin almost to the tip, but not all the way. And if you can see, I don't know till I edit it, you can see that that pink line has a pin through it on that side, and the pink line has a pin going through it on this side. The 2 lines have to match up perfect. So sometimes you may have to put the pin in and out and in and out and in and out until you get it exact. Unless you're unlike me and you're not a perfectionist. See there? I'm down here on the pink line now. And there it matches up that side and that side. So now I'm going to come to the tip. I've just got 2 pins up there. Let's see if I can get the tip lined up perfectly. Now you drew this yourself with your Surefit design, so it should be drawn perfect. Now that one's just a hair, less than a hair off. See, now this is the 3rd time I'm pinning it. But now it's perfect. Pink line, pin going through, pink line on the top to pink line to the bottom, because you want them to stay lined up until you get it sewn. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins lining up the pink stripe. Now I'm going to sew the pink line from here down to here, and then I'm going to keep on going past the point. Okay? So, let's look at that. What machine am I using? I'm using one of my B740 Berninas. When I get moved to Arkansas, I might sell one of these. And yes, we want to go. Yes, yes. You have to understand, I didn't say it yesterday. I have it at 2.5 stitch length. I didn't say yesterday, but when I said, oh, we should move here, Jerry said, oh my gosh, that is a great idea. I couldn't believe my ears. He said, I have realized, Joy, that our place down there at Lake Texoma has gotten to be more than I can take care of. I said, did you get hit by lightning? What has happened? Well, the main thing that's happened is his shoulder and his knees, bless his heart. All right, so I'm almost to the point. I'm about 1 inch away from the point. I have already sewn from the fat side up to about 1 inch away from the point. I'm turning my stitch length down to 2.5, 2.10, something around there, smaller than it was. Then I'm going to sew very, very straight off this line, and I'm going to keep on going. And I'm just sewing in the air. So now I sewed a tail. I am going to flip this tail around. This one's a little long. And I'm going to sew it in this extra there. Do you see my tail that I made and how I sewed it? Do you see? I've got light, but I'm not sure what all you can see. And see it on this side? Did I get the pink line perfect? I sure did. Perfect, perfect. So that's how I do the bust dart. You always press the bust dart down. And that way, it gives you a little bit of padding under your boob and helps lift your boob up. See? Did you ever know that? I bet not. The things you learn. That is not my idea, by the way. I don't remember who I learned that from. But I learned it from somebody. Alrighty, I'll be back after a while. Hey, can you see me way over here? I'm sort of cleaning up. And I'm looking for a bottle of oil. You know, the kind of oil that you do your sewing machines with. I get my oil from Bernina Jeff. Just look up Bernina Jeff online. He has oil, and his oil is wonderful because he puts it in these little bottles. I should get a commission for this. Is this the tube? No, this is from the guy, the repair guy. I'm going to take this one with me. But this one's from Bernina Jeff. And there's another one that has a real long tip. See here? See that really cool tip? And the thing is, the red cap is for the machines that have the big black bobbins. And the other cap, which of course I can't find right now, is it a white cap? You know, I probably got at least 3 of each of them. Of course I can't find them. But he sells them together or separate. And so the red cap's for the red bobbin, but I've got my 930 in the coach and I need oil in the coach. So I'm going to take that other little one. Did I already lose it? Oh, is your day like this? Constantly trying to figure out. Yeah, this one. This one, the man that came to service my machine several years ago left this one here. So I'm going to take it for my 930 in the coach. But I have to say goodbye. I have to say goodbye really fast because I only have 50 minutes to upload this or download it to my computer and then edit it all and then upload it. So in fact, I probably won't even try because I don't have time. So I may have to do it in the coach. But I wanted to say good morning. It's Monday. It's April 24, 2023, and we are scheduled tomorrow to have our coach worked on. And I'm going to take a couple sewing projects because Jerry told me that one of the tire pressure monitors is not working. And last time we had one not working, we had to wait several days for one to come in. And then we had to wait for whatever company to approve the warranty work on it. So I have a feeling we're going to be there all week. I know we're working with new people that we haven't worked with before, so maybe the system has changed. Who knows? But I'm going to walk around and look for the other kind of oil. Bernina Jeff. Go to YouTube, type in Bernina Jeff in the search, and he will come up, and he's wonderful. Wonderful. He shows you all kinds of things about your sewing machines, things you can do at home so you don't have to take it to the shop. He sells lots of products. He sells these amazing things he invented that go on the back. I don't know if y'all have, I know some of you have Berninas, but they're famous for the thread popping out of the thread guide. Now you would think for thousands of dollars they could make a thread guide that would hold the thread. Well, they don't. So he invented some. And there's one that goes with this machine, and then I bought one that goes with that machine. And they're just wonderful, and the thread never pops out. So if you don't know Bernina Jeff, check him out. You'll really like him. He's a really cool guy. He's been in the sewing machine business forever. And my blouse turned out great. My second, and I put this on. And I thought, you know, I made this years ago, and it fits me perfect. And then it dawned on my lightning fast mind that it has no waist darts in the front. So the waist darts are in the back, but not in the front. So Philly told me I never put the waist darts in the front, Joy. So I think that's the secret to get it to skim my new lovely figure. Taking after the Michelin Man. At least I'm not silver. I gotta go. I'll see you someday soon.